I'm John Batchelor, johnbatchelorShow.com, with Simon Constable from Dow Jones Newswire. Now, Simon, your country's in trouble. And I read about it, but you talk to it regularly. As I understand it, the pound is taking a nosedive against all other currencies. Jimmy Rogers, the famous investor from Singapore, says there's nothing in London worth buying. The financial center is dead in London. There is no future. Your prime minister's in a great deal of trouble because he has to either create a bad bank or bail the banks out. What do the people back home say?
People back home are pretty confused. I talked to my mother before coming down to the studio here, and my mother's like, well, what's going to happen? And I think the truth is that nobody knows, but everybody's got a big fear that the lack of leadership in Whitehall, which is Gordon Brown and the Labour Party,
Alistair Darling and the Chancellor of the Exchequer,
all of the rest of them, that lack of leadership is going to be viewed by investors as a terrible thing, and they're going to say, oh, you know what, I'm definitely, if there's no leadership at the top, you know, with the people in power, why would I put my money there? The banking, you're right, the banking stuff's in failure. Oil,
Royal Bank of Scotland, very bad bank.
Very bad bank.
Right.
The other thing that Jim Rogers says coming out of the ground is oil, and in the North Sea,
and oil. They're not discovering new oil.
Well, and oil prices are really low, and possibly going to go lower. So it's like, what is there left? Maybe, and this is something I talked about when I was a kid. Maybe we become theme park Britain, and we've got a lot of nice buildings. So go visit my mother and spend your money.
Now, this would be okay because it's happening over there, except for it looks like what could be coming our way, because there are no problems in London that we haven't got in New York.
That's true. We have an economy that is less reliant on banking specifically as a way to make money, which is as a service economy. Our banking problems are to do with its inability right now to support the rest of the relatively well-diversified economy.
Simon Constable and John Batchelor saying, right now, the United Kingdom is actually in more trouble than the United States of America. JohnBatchelorShow.com.